Yo, everybody, how we doing today? Today's Wednesday, October 22nd, 2025. Let's get into this video. But before I get on it, let me plug in my laptop because we're at 16%. All right, for sure. All right, so anyways, getting into the day, aiming for a bullish narrative. But before I explain any further, this was essentially my target towards all-time highs. There was necessarily no reason for us to essentially go back and go to the downside. Sorry about that. And let me just replay this so y'all can see. Continue. I was just replaying this earlier. Let me select the bar. Where were we at? Right here. Alright, bet. Alright, anyways, 30 minute. Let's see how we're looking like. Is it 8:30? Alright, for sure. Okay. So like I said on the 1 hour, I marked this TP towards the upside. There was no necessarily any targets towards the downside because look, we're about 22.5 points away from going hitting the bottom TP. So what the fuck am I always yawning, bro? All right, anyways. So like I said, it is what it is. Showing y'all the damn, bro. I can't even fucking speak, bro. Dead ass. All right, so my TP is up here, like I showed you guys, right? And there's no targets towards the downside. I was aiming bullish. There was no reason to aim bearish. Essentially waiting for these lows to get hit, or was it these? No, it was these lows. These lows to get tapped in before we moved up. Let me have time move up a little bit so y'all can see to market open. Let's go on the 15 minute. What are we at? 9:45. All right, for sure. And look at 9:30 off rip. We just had a fat ass candle just take out the lows and the Asian session lows and then just move straight up. And that's essentially what I was waiting for. Look, let me show y'all what essentially I was looking for. Sweep this, come up here, bam, bam. Essentially, that's all I was waiting for. Literally, like similar to yesterday, same shit, literally. Okay, so I was waiting for price to do his thing. So let me go to the 5 minute. Let me show y'all. Damn. All right. Anyways, skipping. As you guys could tell, price is literally not doing the best thing in my favor personally. And around here, was it 10:35? Yeah, around here I hopped off the charts. There was no reason for me necessarily to even enter a trade because, like I said, we're not even going to my bias. I don't marry my bias. But the thing is, there was no targets close. No targets close to literally the nearest drawn liquidity. Like if that makes sense. Let me show y'all. What freaking candle is this? And this wasn't enough for me to freaking want to take it, right? Let me tell you. Pause. All right. But anyways, like I said, I hopped off around here. I was like, shit, there's no reason for price to even go up. So I'm like, fuck, I'm off. I'm off. All right. And this low got swept, and this low essentially got swept too. I believe so. I'm not even sure. But like I said, there's not really necessarily any targets on the higher time frames yet. They're getting hit. That's why I didn't include them. But anyways, going to the 5 minute, letting price do his thing after 10:30. Um, like I said, no trades. So let me show you guys an A plus setup that my mentor showed me. I asked him, I'm like, what would be an A plus setup? And this is exactly what he said. It's right here, and this one right here too. The entry on this side would have been right here. Would have rocked the stop like right here. Then aim for these lows. Bam. A plus. Essentially A plus entry somewhere around here. I don't know. Essentially what he said. But anyways, um, okay. So this this gives. I'm gonna explain the A plus setups and what I'm necessarily looking for in case you guys are wondering why I'm not trading. I'm necessarily not finding the perfect A plus setup that I'm specifically looking for to hit. So that's why I'm not entering. Cause if I don't see my A plus setup, if I don't want to bet my whole house on it, then I'm not gonna enter. I don't give a fuck if my I don't give a fuck if the target isn't if the setup's good but the target isn't there, or if the target's there and the setup isn't good. I'm not gonna take it. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. I think it was a bunch of bullshit, but whatever. But I'm not gonna take the trade if it's not A plus to my setup, because I know what an A plus fucking trade looks like, and I will only take that trade. I'm literally training that and digging that shit into my fucking head. That's what I'm gonna take. So these are essentially A plus setups for my trading strategy. Like I said, I'm trading continuation. Like I know earlier in couple, like I think a month or two ago, I made a video of my strategy, but that's not my strategy. I did not follow it at all. My strategy essentially would be a strong draw on liquidity. Like I said, you find those on the higher time frame, trending price action like it was doing here and going straight down in a good motion, no bullshit, just straight down. And then we got displaced to the draw, essentially a good displacement to the draw liquidity. Make sure we're not ranging and not chopping. That's very important because that can determine if price wants to flip to the opposite side, or if it wants to keep going towards the draw liquidity. And then for the entry, get a retracement in price and then flip with displacement. So okay, like this is what I mean. Get a retracement in price and flip with displacement, okay? Flip with displacement. Let me take these out of here. Or actually, let me take this one out of here. Okay? Flip with displacement. A displacing candle, a big ass candle like this. Okay? A decently sized candle is determining where price is gonna go towards the draw on liquidity. And then mark the target and enter, and that's it. Let the trade go. If I were to aim lower, like let's say I went whatever, like this, and I was rocking a fatter stop loss. If I was going like something like this, essentially my break even, once it would have gone my idea, right here would have been break even. Excuse me. And then that would have been my idea. Because essentially, my mentor was saying, you essentially put the break even after passing the first initial high, if that makes sense. Uh, and then what's it called? Like I said, that's my strategy, my actual strategy. No bullshit, no nothing. Like actually keeping it a book. Exactly why I'm haven't been trading recently. And now you guys know. Now you guys are like kept up to date. Um, but like I said, I'm keeping it transparent with y'all. Today, um, today I've been on my diet. Okay, sorry about that. Today I've been on my diet, and I didn't FOMO no trades. I didn't do no bullshit. I didn't trade. Um, what other shit? I'm following my rules. Like literally, I'm following my rules. I watch I watch Cold Trades his recaps on backtesting. I keep watching them, and it's like they help me out a little bit. And then what's it called? And then I did my mentor did a trade recap, and I want to go look at it, and I asked a couple questions. Let me see if I could pull up.
I know, blah blah blah. It's terrible. Whatever.
So watching Riley's video, but let me see if I could show you guys if I could see the question I asked. I doubt maybe. Oh, never mind. I asked. Let's see. I got two screens by the way. Check. I asked them yesterday. You talked about if there's an SMT at a draw, you wouldn't take it. I got confused by that. So when I asked that, he explained to me directly that shit. That let's say, okay, look, my target's up here, right? Wherever it is. Hold on, let me switch to the 1 hour. My target's essentially right here, and essentially, if this target right here, let's see, let's get on the 1 minute. Okay, this is exactly what he meant. Essentially, if there was an SMT at the draw liquidity, that he wouldn't target that, and he wouldn't enter on the day, only because the leading index will hit that first and the lagging one, regardless if it's Nasdaq, then it won't hit it at all. Okay, so I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm the best at explaining, but like I'm saying, it's just the SMT. This is not an SMT because they're literally both same shit. Okay, but I'm just letting y'all know that that's also a way that I will not take a trade or anything like that because of the SMT. Um, then what else did I ask? Oh, and then I already showed you guys the A plus entry that he told me. I asked about that and it was right here. It's essentially an A plus entry. Um, right here. Essentially an A plus entry, according to his model. And that's essentially what I'm following because I know it works for him, then it definitely will work for me. I just have to do it long enough, understand it good enough, and follow it and stick to it, and it will work out. That's literally how simple it is. Okay. But again, guys, this is the end of the video. Just a quick recap about trading on the day. Tomorrow I got work, so the video will be later. Thank you guys for watching. Discord down below if y'all want to join up. You already know everything about it at this point. Like and subscribe if you want to follow along my journey to becoming a profitable trader. And thank you guys for watching again. And peace.